Since scooters were introduced in May of 2018, police say they've responded to 27 scooter crashes and another 24 involving scooters and cars. More than 1 year into the pilot program, the discussion about what to do with scooters continues. Tonight, Streets Blog hosted a debate between people for them and against them. There were also people who were split. On the list of concerns was accessibility. The Colorado Cross Disability Coalition argued that scooters block sidewalks, entrances, and wheelchair ramps. Denver Public Works argued that scooters reduce traffic and pollution. All agree some things need to change.
Do we really want people to use modes other than driving? And are we willing to build streets that accommodate modes other than driving?
The city is considering some new rules like shutting down riding during certain times of the night. Cities like Atlanta have done that. Denver Public Works also proposed an ordinance to ban scooters from sidewalks completely. That would be up to City Council.